Buddy, wow, bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. The volatility is absolutely insane today. I had to jump into the shower for 10 minutes before this live stream, and the whole market changed. We were at 65,200 a second ago. We're now at 64,600. The market is relentlessly going all over the place. Great for us, leverage traders on the small time frames. I've been able to just pickpocket money out of the market left and right. It's really been the move. It's been the actual, there's a time to do different things in trading. And this has been the time to leverage trade on small time frames. I have to be honest, like it's never been better. They're giving us so much volatility in such little bit of time. And, there's days where we cry for this volatility. We say we didn't get enough. It's too flat, it's too dry. Now we're getting the volatility. People are complaining. To me, I make the best of whatever has been given to me. And that's what we do here every single day in this market. And that's what we do with this channel every single day. No matter what happens, we make the best of it. That's life. What else can you do? You're going to be negative? You don't have a choice. You got to be positive every step of the way. That's the only way you can battle the negativity and get to where you're going in life. I'm telling you right now, you have no choice but to be positive. Everyone's like, Sam, you stay so positive. How come? Because you don't have a choice. Because why? I'm stuck inside this body. I don't know when I'm going to die. And if I sit there and mull over all the things I can't control and get really negative in my head, I don't think it's going to be a good existence. So I want to be in the habit of being positive. I want my mind to consistently know what it's like to stay in a positive realm. That's how you raise your frequency. Frequency keeps you at a level even when you're slipping down. When you raise your vibration, raise your frequency, it's easier to stay on a higher plane for longer periods of time. The whole point of frequency and meditation is to keep yourself on a higher plane for a longer period of time. That's why I don't drink alcohol. Even a couple six alcohol will lower your frequency immediately. It just will. Whatever plane you've been building, and you can say, that doesn't happen to me, but get on a deep meditative level, start raising your vibration, and you will see any small thing that you do will lower or higher your vibration. Road rage, all that crazy stuff lowers your vibration drastically. Getting in negative confrontations with people will set you back weeks. Say you've meditated yourself up to a high frequency, and then you get in a nasty fight, and you do something you shouldn't do. That lowers your frequency so fast. Now you got to build back up. You got to build back up. Anyway, shout out to everybody here. BOOKMAP suggesting that we do go lower. What are these balls here? Well, we had a beautiful short squeeze to the upside, all the way to 65.8, only to get rejected drastically and drop by $1,000 in 10 minutes while I was in the shower. Funny, I wish I could be there for my trading group like 24/7, like every single second of the day, but you just can't, right? You can do whatever you can do. So we talked about this being a symmetrical triangle and wanted to break to the upside, and we said there's likelihood of a move here because we broke above the 200 MA on the 15-minute. Next thing you know, the 15-minute got that rip to the upside. I got out at like 65.2. I actually scalped it once, scalped it twice. I took 2 scalps this morning for about $200. I'm not saying I made tons of money. What I did do, though, is not lose money, and I added to the portfolio. That's the key. Then a bearish div came here on the indicator. You couldn't see it on mine, but on the indicator, it suggested, yeah, that's some divergence because that's a downtrend while that's an uptrend. And we would get a nasty dump right off this key level. And, 65,000, what was the high here of the candle? 65,474 was the high. So about 65.5, and that's weekly support or resistance. We've talked about it for like months now, 65.5, and like there's long liquidations now. So let's attempt to tackle this market, see if we can make a trade. It is Friday. I usually don't like to live trade on Fridays just because there's lower volume and it's higher chance of us getting pummeled. However, we didn't lose the 200 SMA on the 15. And I'll tell you what, like you could bounce right off that back to the upside. All right. We also gave you this little flag here on the 1 minute and said this is likely to break out. It kind of had a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Definitely a bit of a double bottom. Never lost the 200 MA. This is what I traded for a big move to the upside, right? Now look, the 1 minute got back above the 200 MA again. I trade that blindly almost every single time. Should say, okay, like, do I just trade it blind again? I mean, it's funny. I've won already both trades that I did it with today. It's like, can I do it again? We'll take a look. What's happening? Sometimes, like, I don't know. It's like, there we go. So again, and this is a weird signal, but it's like, again, I'm a bot, right? And honestly, just because it popped up right there, a little sketchy. This is what when I make the trade. I don't think I'm going to make this trade. Very unlikely. But I set it up. I always give myself a chance, a fighting chance. Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the Fighting Irish. Even though Boston College, we won in that big game. Doug Flutie. Oh, that was Miami. But, you know, we hated Notre Dame. It was a Boston College and Notre Dame. There was a vicious, vicious rivalry. You can backtest this on a demo account and just see what would happen if you stayed strong, right? I risk 100 for, wow, 100 for 1,000. 100 for 1,000. 86 for $1,100. Now that you're below the 200, I wouldn't make the trade, right? Anyway, let's get back to brass tacks. But I can always jump back in here if I see something. If you see something, say something. Well, we took this big pump to the upside. I was out taking a shower, and then the market took a dump in this 10 minutes here. I saw this flag, then I took the shower. The flag was pumping a little bit, and then boom, the downside. Let's take a look at the bigger time frame. We're going to take a look at your S&P future. Remember, today is your macro technical analysis video that comes out later on as well. So you're going to get everything you need nice and handy to you. We gave you the monthly close already too this week. We did everything we could to give you as much information as we can here on this channel. 3 live streams on Wednesday. It was a streamathon. And we'll be back tomorrow with our morning update like we are. Morning updates will be a little earlier on the weekends because we got swimming lessons for my little daughter. And she's going to learn how to be a swimming little fishy fish. I'm excited for her. So previous resistance on this wick became the bounce at 52,600. We did hit 52K. Remember, I talked about it so many times. Remember, I kept drawing the fib, and I said we could likely come back down to this $51,800, $52,000 level. We did do that. You know, we discussed this many times. As you can see, things are starting to play out. And then we went over the fact that could we be making a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and this would make sense that we would get some type of rejection here, because if you went higher, it wouldn't make sense for it, right? So are we making a right shoulder? It would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks really for this to all kind of play out and for the next uptrend to begin. Somewhere, look, it could take 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 weeks, and then October we would start to round it, and then Pumptober would come and we'd be on our way to the upside yet again. Very possible. And we've been drawing this. Now people are starting to draw it. We've been drawing it since day one, really, but and can we make the right shoulder? So that's what we're watching. You get above the previous high, you retest, obviously you're gone. And then there's this nice little nestled support here, which is the key level I'm going to be watching. It's about 61,005. When I hover over this candle, the candle opened at 64,000. It closed at 61,483. Yeah. So 61,500, 61,483 is my level. We lose that level, I don't see how we don't come and test 55,008. You see, where those two candles are even this key level. So you want Bitcoin to stay above 61.5. That's going to be a key area for us to hold on the weekly. You move to the 5-day chart, another go-to chart of mine. We had the 3 white soldiers, but resistance couldn't get above. It looks like we may come lower, or do we make the right shoulder? It would be amazing if we do not break this right shoulder area at that 61.5. So everyone's watching 61.5. We lose 61.5. Boom. I would write it down right now. 61,500. 483 if you want to be exact. But those are the key levels that I would be watching like a hawk for BTC. All right. Put the lemon into the water. Make sure you decalcify that pineal gland. Get yourself alkaline on a regular basis. Blessings on blessings to be alive. Thank you for everybody for jumping on in. So there's your 5-day. Now your 5-day has a bearish engulfing candle. That closes in 9 hours and 37 minutes. So that's going to be a bearish close on the 5-day chart in 9 hours. Pretty sad, right? I mean, that's going to be a bearish close. The last 2 times we've had closes like that, we have had a follow through to the downside. So you just start building probabilities here and seeing what's likely going to happen. The charts will tell you. Now the 3-day getting a spike here and getting a bounce. The 3-day saying, hey, I got a little support at 63,000, even at, let's say, 64K, right? You lose 64K, the 3-day likely is going to tussle with 60,000, and then your 61.5 areas too. So that's a level to watch for Bitcoin. Could you be making a shoulder? ahead in a bit of a right shoulder here. There's a chance we hold on. And this is like your bullish, hopeful scenario. Like this is like the primo bullish scenario here. That somehow, some way you hold on. You make a little flag here, you bounce back to the upside, and that's where we get into the daily time frame. And the daily got oversold without losing too many levels. We talked about this being a head and shoulder pattern. To me, it was shoulder, head, right shoulder. It did drop the length of the head to the neckline. That's exactly kind of where we went. You can see to the T. Head and shoulder pattern exactly. So there, Jeffrey. But if you know what I mean. Most people will never know what I'm saying. But here's the deal. So and that's the inside joke. Previous resistance becomes a bounce. All right. But there, I mean, we could see, and all in good fun. I just hope all in good fun. I'm messing around. Like, is the daily in some type of falling wedge downtrend here? Is it going to bounce up and, and is that going to make a right shoulder? Is that the shoulder, head, right shoulder? I don't know. Pretty bearish right now for the daily. Not looking amazing. And, previous support seems to be resistance right here. You bounced. You can't seem to get back above this level. So you need 65.5 back, and you need it bad. All right. Pretty ugly pattern, if you ask me. Pretty ugly pattern. If anything, it's a rising wedge that broke to the downside, you see? And the measured move takes you to where it began. But you're holding the point of control. Mixed signals, and then I'm saying, well, could you get an inverted? It's definitely one of the most confusing, but we'll figure. This is how I figure it out, everybody. I just keep working and working until something tells me what probability makes the most sense. I never know every single day. It's a constant process. It's never easy. And if I make it look easy, or if sometimes it looks confusing, it's because it is. It takes time. But the gains come from this behavior, this constant grind that I the gains come out of this. I don't know how. Someday I'm amazed many times when I look back and I'm like, how did you figure that out? I was like, I just kept grinding. Now, tight moving averages tell a story. They tell us something could happen here. And so this is kind of what I've been watching for Bitcoin. Is this level and this level, and it's a symmetrical triangle that we're looking for the bounce. If the daily loses the 200 SMA, I'll turn to a bear. But it looks like that may not happen. All right. You can extract this and extract that, and you can see, we're getting tighter inside of symmetrical triangle. I've seen this pattern before. I remember it playing out on Matic and getting a huge pump one time. So like either we drop down to about 52,750 or we're breaking out to 85K, right? Which is pretty awesome. The fact that that's on the table. Like, I'm bullish for both of those ideas because one is a nice pullback and one is a huge pump. So only time will tell, but we're looking for at least a bounce on the smaller time frames, at least for the next 2 or 3 days, and then we'll see what happens. Can we fend off the bears for now? And then we'll take it one moment, 1 hour, 1 second, 1 day, one candle at a time, right? That's how you have to trade the markets, one candle at a time, 1 day at a time, one moment at a time. Don't push it over. Hey, kid. Everybody wants all the money all the time, huh? But they don't want to spend the time at the markets to figure it out. It's going to take you some time, huh? It's not going to happen overnight, kid. Let me tell you a story about a guy named Joe, huh? So listen. This is it. The 8 hours in a falling wedge, it did bounce with a higher low. Can it continue the move out of the wedge to the upside? Stochastic suggesting it can. We'll take it to the bounce back to the top of the channel, looking for the 8 hour to close, and 1 hour and 32 minutes above the 200 MA. Very crucial we get a close above this yellow line. We go through this gap at least back to the point of control here. The 8 hour suggests we can with this nice loop, 64,900, getting a bounce here for Bitcoin. 1 hour in a shoulder. Well, let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour held above the 200 MA. That's a bullish sign. You never lost the 200 on the 4 hour. Very bullish. If we lose the 2 hour on the 4 hour, I will turn into a bear. And you will see me just get really, I'll grow little ears and I'll get all hairy and I'll look like a bear. I'll be like, I'll be a little bear. Anyway, overbought here on the stochastics RSI, but above the medium line. There could still be a move here. Shoulder, head. There's a bit of an inverted head and shoulder. You see it. I see it. Don't play me. Don't fade me on the inverted. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. And you know what's cool is they even have a nice little logo label for this. So in case your friends don't believe you, you can say, no, it is. It's a head and shoulder pattern. Fake you out, didn't I? I gotcha. You thought your computer was glitching, but you didn't know it was happening. It seemed real, but you weren't sure. You couldn't tell if it was happening or not. You had not a clue. You had not a clue. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And may God bless everybody here on the channel that made it here today on this beautiful Friday. And you never know, we may make a live trade. I think we just missed one, honestly, looking at the bigger time frame. But this is what you have to do. You want to take all the information in. You want to give your brain that time. You want to give your subconscious mind those levels to peel off, those layers, so you can start seeing what's happening in these markets. One of the last Fridays before kids go back to school here, only like 2 weeks before kids go back to school. They go back to school so much earlier. All right. Still time to go long. Sam toying with us. You like that? Anyone else have that lag? You got me. Was about to reboot my laptop. You guys are funny, man. I shouldn't do that, right? Because it affects the stream. What time frame is this? This is the 1 hour time frame. So look, you have this clear resistance for the 1 hour. 65,003 and WEEX to 65.5. You just want to get back above 65.5. 1 hour suggests that you can still get busy here to the upside. We can flatten this top, bring this up, and you can see we're getting into this tight channel. It's also a bit of a 50-50 pattern, but if it breaks out, we're going to get some bacon on the beach here, back to 67,005. So I'm watching this channel for a breakout on the smaller time frame. So you can see we look at the bigger, and then we just shrink it down, and we shrink it down until things make more and more sense. All right. Great opportunity to accumulate more Ondo today. Jump into WEEX, no KYC fees. Amen. Amen. And we're going to take a look at WEEX right now. Shout out to the WEEX campaign. It's awesome. Claim up to 20,000 USDT bonus. If you're having trouble, on MEXC or KYC and wherever, and this is going to be the place to be. I'm telling you, WEEX is going to be amazing. Also, get lower fees through my link anywhere than anywhere else. You just can't beat it on WEEX. WEEX. And find out more. You'll love WEEX. If you like MEXC, you'll love WEEX. Wow, Bitcoin back to 65,700. Getting a huge pump to the upside here. And, let's take a look here what's happening on the smaller time frame. So we see the 1 hour's inside that bigger flag. I'm with it. So then it's kind of like this here, see? And that's an ascending triangle on the 7 minute right now. 15-minute resetting, but not wanting to lose the 200 MA. Showing signs that the 200 MA and the tight moving averages want to propel us further to the upside. It's funny, I've seen that many times give us a bit of a bump, but the 1 hour's in our favor above a point of control. So the Bears, they try to rock the Bears. They brought us down. They brought us up. They brought us down. Seem to be holding this key level. Looks like price action could get us all the way to 69K if it can do damage. Isn't that amazing? We could reset all the way back to the upside. Okay, moving forward, and you can see the key level that we're looking at here is 68,960 and 67,590 for Bitcoin. But wow, I might even take this trade. I'm going to go set it up and take a look at it right now. I love the 800s. I already took that trade. We came right back down. Interesting. 1 hour, 1 minute is attempting to lose the 200 MA, but does not want to. Look, it bounced off the 200 MA on a wick. Again, a trade above that. So there was my trade earlier today. But every time you make it above the 200 MA, a big move seems to happen, and you play with it, toy with it. So we're back to this idea here on the 15-minute. Again, it is Friday, but they wrecked a lot of shorts, and they've played games with the market. There's a lot of liquidity above us. There just is, you know. Take a look at BOOKMAP again and see if what is it saying after the shakeup here. Yeah, I mean, you got Big Red, though, still down at 64,000. But we kind of touched it. That could just be an order that never got filled, sat there for the weekend. We have a lot of orders up here at 66,004 and 66,002 as well for Bitcoin. All right. If you keep your futures traded below 20x, the fees on WEEX are particularly non-existent. If you follow Sammy's link. Thank you for saying that. Shout out to Keith Bradbury, giving you guys some awesome knowledge. My Magic Oral cashier at the store predicted 67 for Bitcoin. I know it's strange, but it's true. You're funny. Shout out to Keith Bradbury giving you guys that information that you love. And let's get those likes up to the watchers, lifers. I greatly appreciate it. Where my lifers at? Let's go, baby. It's Friday, but that doesn't mean there's not gains to be had out here. Wow, all the way back to 67,750. Wow, vicious market right now. Up and down, moving $500 in under 3 to 4 minutes. Just chop city right now for BTC. I'd stay off the smaller time frames. They are punishable at the present moment in time. Trade I'm looking at here is on the 15-minute time frame. Target takes me to 68.9. Stop loss would keep me below that low at about 63,746. 937. I use the exact numbers that I just happen to land on every time just to keep it exact. 63,746 as well. And would I risk $1,000 for $4,000? I mean, why not? That's a beautiful trade. I'm not taking the trade right now on a Friday, but that looks like something I would look into. All right. This is how the trader, yeah. We only talk about gains in gains. Amen. Yeah. Going back to test the VWAP. Yeah. Fed emergency cut. I don't know about that, but we are going to take a look at what happened today with the non-farm unemployment change. 114,000 was actual. It was forecast at 176. Crazy. And unemployment rate was forecast at 4.1, was higher at 4.3. And 0.2 is actually a pretty miscalculation. And that tells us that we really need a rate hike. You know what I'm saying? They want to see that unemployment level go up a little bit to say, okay, well, a rate hike will balance the market. So I like what I'm seeing, but it did, you know, and it did create some volatility this morning as well, as I came in at about 8:30. But and then at about 9, we started to get a bit of a pump, and then things got crazy, and so, yeah. Bitcoin taking a tumble to the downside, losing the 200 MA on the 15-minute time frame. About to lose the 200 MA on the 7-minute. If it does that, that tells me it's going to dump at least down here. So again, I didn't open up a long. I want to make that really clear. I'm just speculating. Had we bounced and went up and down sideways and I waited an hour and we still consolidated, possibly taking the long. But right now we're breaking the trend line that we didn't break all morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, broke. Now you lose the 200 MA. The 1 minutes must be losing the 200 MA too as well. It is. Yesterday, that was a massive short to the downside. If we open up a short right there and let it fall, I'd be like, Sam, you were long, now you're short, or you were about to. Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to flip. Once I had this ability to flip long or short at any moment in time, I started making more money. And I was way more precise, right? I couldn't do this before. I had to be stuck on a bias, and it took me all day to switch. I wouldn't just be able to, oh yeah, but now I know how the 200 works, and I know how moving averages work. Right? And if you stick with me and we do this every day together, you're going to start to see a pattern in the way we trade. And that tells you you're supposed to go further to the downside. I wouldn't touch it based on a Friday low volume, right? So just be careful. I'm finally probably, I traded almost every day recently without a day off, all the way since the conference. every single day I was making a trade, I believe. I don't think there's a day I did not trade. Today may be that day. And I actually already traded today. I made 2 wins. You know what I mean? Shout out to Billy Even. You mean, yeah, the data is just showing Powell things are on track. Remember, he said some are mayor rate cuts this year. Yeah, we got to get that rate cut for sure. Data is spot on for that rate cut. ICT and NVDA concept playing out. Now, I don't know about that. Maybe. Do you pay more in fees trading like that? Not really, because you gotta, not if you use the last T. I pay little fees when I use this tool. The last tool when you're trading. Like when you're trading, you're gonna see a little last button here. You're gonna want to trade that last tool. All right. That's just what you want to be doing. All right. No rate cut until unemployment spikes. Triple maxi, baby. Best stock. More volatile than Bitcoin. You're funny. I don't know what that means. Do you pay more? No, I mean 30% law. You pay more in fees when you make more money. Yeah. Liver, can you show Shimmer? I'm in there for a long. Shimmer? I don't know what that is, man. I think you should get out of that. No, I'm just joking. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But Shimmer? I don't know. This doesn't sound right. We need higher rates. Death cross on the 6 hour isn't done for. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no death cross on the 6 hour. And thank you, though. Appreciate you. NVIDIA is more volatile than Bitcoin. Amen. Like, it went up like, let's take a look at what NVIDIA did recently. I mean, it pumped all the way to 138, crashed to 100. I would trade NVIDIA on like the 3-day chart. You need a bigger chart. And again, right? You get in when the moving averages are tight. You get out when the 21 starts getting far apart. You pull your Fibonacci from impulse. This is child's play, man. Trading the stock market. Some could pull impulse. I'd pull the whole impulse because it was such a massive move. And I mean, you're looking at 618 fib. You can pull impulse from here too, though, and be wary that you may only come down to like that 786. You have previous resistance as support there. But hold on. Yeah, but there's the parabola. I'm almost feeling like maybe it may not be done, you know? If they continue to print money, we're going to be, you know, I don't see... So you hit the golden pocket right there on the smaller. If you have hidden bullish divergence, which it looks like you're starting to get on the weekly, see? I'll be surprised. You know, you may actually hold 93 here and then continue to pump. Then you'd be looking for this to make some type of consolidation. And if they really get busy and we start to go into some type of AI frenzy, right? And it says like the video may go sideways, and then I don't see how it just dumps. Looks like it's the beginning of a beautiful friendship for you long-term NVIDIA holders. As the weekly comes down and you go more sideways, you could make a right shoulder here and dump. I'll watch it closely. All right. Unemployment is a lag indicator. Fed is mandate. NASDAQ crashing. DXY breaking lower. Shout out to DP. We love you, man. You'll get there. But are you aware of the massive short delta? Seems like a massive short squeeze. Hey, anything is possible, brother. One day at a time. I mean, I'll tell you what. You tell me whatever you want about your delta. Look at my cumulative volume delta right now is at a negative 28. No, well, my CVD's at 550. That's not too bad, honestly. Like, you know, I want to see that in the negatives at one point, right? I don't know. So, My CVD, which is cumulative volume delta, says no. Says more shorts possibly to the downside. So I don't know. Maybe you don't know how to read the data. I shouldn't be rude, but so we're looking further down at 63,200 for BTC. And you can see when you lost the 200 on the 15, like I'm not playing bullish when I see that. It's simple. Like you lost the 200 on the 1 minute. Again, we even talked about opening up a short right there. We'd be in the money now still. Remember, I was preemptively opening up the short. Where was it? Where was the short? Let me see. Right here, right? This is supposed to drop further to the downside, right? So I could see this making a move further down, right? Where to like what, 62,500 possibly, all right? So remember the entry, dang, I don't know when we entered it, but yeah, I didn't enter the trade, but that was the short you're looking at. In the money already, all right? I see it going down to 62,600. I see more downside for Bitcoin. All right, pretty simple to me. Low volume, who's gonna run in and buy right now? Unlikely, all right? So that's what happens. BTC, not the funnest thing to trade on a Friday in the summer, I'll tell you that. And look, we just dumped even more, 63.85, right? Right when I said that, like. So I'm calling short for you. Doesn't mean I have to trade. I already made 2 trades today. They weren't amazing, but I was in the money on them, right? $79 and $100 though. They weren't amazing. I'm not saying it was. One was at 9:10 to 9:15. One was at 9:18 to 9:33. So it's 20 minutes in the market, about $200, right? Does this bounce back to the upside? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. Only time will tell. All right. Only time will tell. I don't think so. Highly unlikely. Looks like cat ears to me now. They like to drop to the downside, like so. All right. So you get some cat ears here for Bitcoin. Double top to the downside. And there's your, ooh. Attempting to bounce back up. And again, remember, there's going to be less people in the market, low volume. Just be careful. All right. Bitcoin Trade Live, no model, no play. Amen. Look at the reversal before 63.5. I mean, the model was right here when the 1 minute lost to 2. I just didn't jump on it fast enough. And you'd be in the gains right now. I'm sure some of my lifers took that. Did any of the lifers take that? Because that's the model. All right. Chase Cook said, take some notes, bro. You're here to learn, man. Amen. Can we sell Bitcoin 15 minute? Might well go to support at 60,005. Took the Asia high, so it must go down. Yeah. How to control yourself for not taking too many trades. Just be really happy when you win a lot. Take yourself out to dinner, go to the beach, like just reward yourself with good time. You know, tell yourself you need to get away from the computer and be outside. It's simple, man. Just, if you love nature as much as me, it's you just, some days you will leave the market and go into nature, period. No matter what's happening. Yeah. Likes don't cost nothing, guys and girls. Thank you. Open el like mi gente. Thank you. Appreciate that. Didn't take it too volatile. Got scared. Don't be scared. No fear. You got to love the volatility. Yeah. I'm cooking, Sammy. Shout out to Servando Estrada. My baby's cooking. my wife cooks in the kitchen, man. My wife cooks some chocolate chip cookies, man. But you said you're cooking, dude? I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. I took it up scale for tiny profit. Stopped out before it broke 200. Even that tiny move adds up. Over time, it does, yes. I see a weekend pump coming. I don't see anything of that nature. But look, we do have a little bit of bullish div here. That kind of trends, you know, while that trends down, that's a bullish divergence. You know, can you get the inverted head and shoulder now to bring us back? Can we break back above the 200 SMA and grab the model? Especially when we break above the point of control. All right. When you click that like button, you help others find their lifer community and achieve their dreams. Just 38 likes to reach the 400. Thank you. And yesterday we went over our weekly screen share. I went over my model on the bigger time frames of how we swing trade. It was awesome. Just everything kind of came together the way it should. Super, super exciting and happy for that. So. Just saw an error, but it looks fine. Yeah, everything is fine. Excellent. Keep on the study. Keep on keeping on, everybody. And yes, it's been a long week of trading for sure. One thing I want to teach you, all right, is the transcending of the system throughout multiple assets no matter what, right? And that's what we're always talking about. Like, let's take a look at, for you Forex guys that like to scalp your pips, right? Wow, look at that. Euro USD. And didn't Sammy just talk about this? Remember when I made the flag and I brought it to the 618? Anyone remember that? And I said this flag's likely to break to the upside. You had low stochastics. We got above the what? The 200 MA on the 4-hour time frame. Again, what happened here? You got above the 200 on what? The 1 minute. The 1 minute 200 MA right there was your guide to open up this trade in Forex. But you didn't know, did you? You can trade Forex just like I'm teaching you how to trade BTC. It does not matter, baby. All right? Whether you use the 5-minute 200 MA, the 7-minute 200 MA, on the 1 minute, you would have been in the money. Heck, you could have used the 15 right there and waited even for the later signal. What happens is if you're in the trade, you wait as you get to these next levels, and as long as you get above each next 200, then you front run the golden cross on the 15-minute. I've been teaching you this on Bitcoin. You can trade any market in the world. Front run those golden crosses. A big move is coming. Look at that massive move for Euro USD, man. That's a pump and a half, right? Anyway, we called it for you. It's something that we were watching. We talked about it on the channel just 2 or 3 days ago, if not yesterday. I don't know exactly when, but we did go over this. You can see in there, that's a Sammy. That's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handle. You see the cup and handle to the upside? See the Fibonacci Trong? If you go to the 3-day, I bet you see some hidden bullish divergence. And you can see here, we didn't get it there. Maybe on the daily. The daily, you almost had it. Wow, look at that move, though, on Euro USD. There it is there on the 22. And there it definitely is there because you see swinging down while this is swinging up. Hidden bullish D on the 12-hour time frame. 12-hour never lost a 200 MA. You see all my strategies here? You could trade them. There's your cup and handle. There's the falling wedge to the 618. I'm telling you, what I've given you a model for everything in that any human being touches. It does not matter. You can trade any market. Sam and Master Friend are top-notch teachers and actually care about your success. That's hard to come by, and I'm glad that God led me to the lifers. Amen. Thank you for saying that. I like the lo-fi beach vibe music you got going on. Thank you. We're here in Florida, man. Sammy, look a bit more rounded in the face. You've been eating good in Florida. No, I just been bloated and eating late at night. Yeah, a couple days. That's all. I'll be back to square, and then And it's just when I don't shave. You'll see if I shave. I was also like not eating during the conference, so I was like super like. You know what I mean? Last night I had pasta like late at night. I ate a lot of food yesterday too. I overate a little bit. Yo, Sammy, booked my Vegas trip last night. Industry pass. Dinner is on me this time. That's funny, man. We're already ready to go with the Vegas trip. Is that bullish or bearish for the dollar? Limited knowledge on Forex mechanics. Oh, that's bearish on the dollar. I mean, anything going up against the dollar is bearish on the dollar. For sure. All right. I remember putting this out. That happened already. We can talk about it, but that head and shoulder did break to the downside. More dumpage to the downside despite the bullish divvy. I'll tell you what, whenever we lose 200 SMAs, I just stay bearish and get paid. Whenever we gain them, I stay bullish and get paid. It's a very simple way to trade. I really will never reinvent the wheel again. My life will be so simple for the rest of my life. I don't print money. Every once in a while I'll be wrong, but for the most part I'm going to be right. And I've backtested it now for years, so I know that it works. All I have to do is have the guts to make the trades, and I'm going to be fine. There you go, into the target that we talked about, 63,400. You can see the dump happening, and right when you lost the 1 minute, there was the dump. We even talked about getting in right there. We have the trade drawn somewhere. There it is there, right? And I mean, it's going to the target. Would have been a beautiful trade. I had it typed in there, 62.6, 65,194. And there the dump goes, baby. I called it again for you. I'm not saying I took it. I could have taken it. The thing is, I go live every single day. So that means every single day I have to trade live in front of you and hit it. The one time I don't have to be like, oh man, I'm sorry I didn't take it. You know, it's like the guy, it's like I swing, I'm up to bat every single day of my life. And if I don't swing, everyone's like, oh, he didn't swing. He's a Sally cat, you know. Yeah, what's going on with Bitcoin and specifically ETH? It's just dumpy dumpo. What's on with Bitcoin and specifically ETH just dumping? I mean, ETH had the Ethereum ETF, which you knew was going to be a nothing burger. And then Grayscale had a dump, just like for Bitcoin. And if less people aren't going to buy into Grayscale, into the ETF, then Grayscale is going to dump, and that dump's going to take it down. It's that pasta bro over here. Yeah. All that sodium. I'm taking a break from crypto, he says. Hey, and look, it's going to move further down here to this level. That was a beautiful short. And I didn't say, hey, let's go long. I made my long earlier, but the second you lose a 200 MA on the 1 minute, you have to flip short. If you don't, I don't know, you don't know how to trade. All right. We're reversing at 63.5, Lifer. Do you think it could happen? No, it looks like we're going lower. There's more liquidity to the downside than to the upside, right? And there's Big Red eating. When Big Red says he's going to eat, he's going to eat. It's like feasting, like a zombie movie. It just looks like it's like, sad, you know? 62,160 for Bitcoin, on the way to 62K. And I see 62,595. I see a bigger dump here for BTC. I don't see any bullish divergence. Save it. Sam, if I join the trading group today, do you have any type of training over the weekend? Yes, just jump in right away. We have an entire class to help you and guide you immediately. I have a free course. There's a free course, a watch learn video. You will have so much to get started with immediately. If you join right now, I'm going to put in, if you're just beginning inside the group, to kind of get you started on what you need to go over and what happens. Yeah. But you think a guy like me that doesn't take a day off wouldn't have you up and running immediately? Come on, man. I got you, brother. Let's go. Let's make it happen. This Discord is loaded with content. You'll be busy learning for a while. Amen. Can you explain USD Japanese chart? This is what's causing the dump on all the markets. Nothing's causing the dump on all markets, but... And there you go. Look at Bitcoin hitting the target that fast. Look at that. Just dump. So crazy, right? Dumping so fast to the target. Beginning of the month there. And you ever see too, sometimes it like shows a trade. Like, I think their day is different than my day. It happens sometimes. So Japan is dumping the market. Japan is dumping on the market. No. Let me see. Dude, would have been such a money short too. See, it's like you can always be in a short, always be in a long, always be in a short, always be in a long, and then I'll be in trades for literally, it'll be 2-3 weeks since I've been in, like I haven't been, they just not traded, and eventually I just got to rest my brain and not trade for a day, like a whole day. But it's hard because I can see the volatility and I want to take advantage of it, and I know the probabilities. All right. The excitement is building to continue my trading education. Shout out to Wild Nature. Hey, and thank you for jumping on into the trading group, man. I appreciate that. We're going to be here no matter what. And liquidity is building further to the downside now. You can see they got more liquidity down to 62,200 for Bitcoin. All right. Japan do the dumpy won't. All right. Go to the Discord and watch all the videos in the watch first. Those alone will make you a better trader in one day. My man, I love that you said that. Thank you for saying that. So look at Japanese yen, US dollar. And yeah, look at it. I mean, Huge pump on the Japanese yen against the US dollar. Huge pump. And again, all you had to do is buy when you got above the 200 MA. It's like such a simple way to trade. It's insanity. The daily broke the 200 MA on the Japanese yen. And remember, they were going to say they're going to back the dollar with Bitcoin. Right? Bro, when you live, we start dumping. You're funny. How do you see the liquidity on MEXC chart? If we're going on a strong recession, the top of the cycle could literally be in for Bitcoin, and people aren't considering this. Anything could happen, man. Anything could happen. I don't know about people. I don't know what people you're talking about. Here in the lifer community, we know that anything is possible. Anything. Yeah. Sam, what training? Everyone just likes to say people don't. Everyone's like, people don't do this. People don't do that. I don't know what people do. I know what I do and my trading group does. I don't really know what other people do. I don't pay attention to them that much. You know what I mean? Not to be rude. Like, I can read a little bit of crypto Twitter, but I really don't know what other people do. I don't. Right? I don't really talk about what other people do. I don't know what they do. I know what we do. Make sense? And there's the dump, man. 63,146. Bookmap told you we were going lower. And they're liquidating those longs. Hard body right now to the downside. It's nasty. It's a nasty move. Wow. Oof, I thought I had another trading pair open that I didn't remember, but I didn't. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. So they pumped the price to the upside. This was like a false move Monday this morning. They pumped the price to the upside for Bitcoin. Got a bunch of longs to jumping in on a low volume Friday, only to pummel the price further to the downside, lose the 200 SMA on the 1 minute. And again, that's why if you trade with my trading style and you understand what 200 on the 1 minute means, just look, and you were in a long and you saw the 1 minute get lost on the 200 get lost on the 1 minute, you would have to jump on out, right? DXY and stocks dumping hard together. Look at that, man. DXY getting sold off nastily. And the only thing winning are the Japanese yen and the euro. You can see, right? Wow. So a massive, and that could be BRICS today getting a massive sell-off. And, it will make sense, right? The Fed says they're selling off equities, which make you right. So, and they like to do it on Fridays. I don't know why, but they unload balance sheets on Fridays. So the Fed might be unloading its balance sheet. And the DXY dropping. We saw this head and shoulder on the DXY. We talked about the 200 MA being lost on the daily time frame. And let's go, baby. Sad, though. I mean, whenever we wait for the DXY to dump, it finally dumps, and then Bitcoin dumps with the DXY. Makes no sense at all, right? But, hey, now everyone's saying that they're going to be coupled together. All right, we're going to back the Bitcoin with the dollar, so I don't know. Definitely confusing times, but we'll, you one day at a time, one step at a time. Almost 400 battle now, yeah. 4 trillion in yen were borrowed because of 0% tax. Could you give some tips on how to know which pivot points to use to draw chart patterns to? I found myself drawing them from the wrong points and getting wrong patterns. I only use candle bodies. Don't use wicks. Why is Bitcoin dropping when the data are bullish for the rate cut? I mean, that rate cut means things are going to be more bullish in the next 2 to 3 months. Today is the day-to-day, my friend. You're combining like long-term data with short-term analysis and getting confused. That's all. You'll be fine. Is it when the DXY dumping Bitcoin should pump? Technically they are, but I've seen them dump. They've dumped together a few times in my life. So is it time to long the reversal for Bitcoin? I don't know. Let's look at it again with clean eyes. Previous support is resistance. As long as we hold this level at 63,000, we're good to go. You see? Once we lose 63, and is the 4 hour, look, the 4 hour, you don't want to lose the 4 hour. And look, the 8 hour back below the 200 MA again. Yeah, that's bearish sign for me. When the 8 hour loses the 200 MA, I become a bear. It's very simple. And I'm just back to like my simple stuff here, just watching this. We got to get the bounce. We lose this level, we're dropping down. And, 59 and then all the way down to 53,000 for Bitcoin. And you draw this bottom trend line, and that's where you could be coming. All the way down to the bottom trend, right? We really wanted to see Bitcoin hold the 4-hour 200 SMA. We wanted to see the 1-hour hold gains. Want to see this inverted head and shoulder break up. No love. Nasty sell-off right there to the downside. Getting a bounce right now for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the smaller time frame. And again, good time to buy BTC. I've been buying Bitcoin by $5,000 chunks recently. I bought $5,000 yesterday. I bought $5,000 like a couple days before that. I've loaded up on BTC, everybody. And that's the thing. Everyone's like, well, can you show us the long-term trade? Can you show us? I'm like, well, the long-term trade. I can't tell you what to do with your money. But I can show you what I do with my money. All right? That's what I can do. But you can see clearly here, I've loaded up 1.27 Bitcoin. All right. Not only that, but I've also moved on top of that. So that's 1.27. That's what I've bought and I've also moved and made Bitcoin, if you remember, because I put 0.3 Bitcoin into here and I've turned it into 0.38. So I've almost gotten 2 Bitcoin in the last month and a half, 2 months. Since we started been dropping to the last 2-3 months, since we've been dropping to 55 and 60, I've been buying, over $120,000 worth of coin. So, like, if that doesn't tell you, I'm still taking advantage of this opportunity right now. That's the opportunity that I see. I didn't buy as much. I bought altcoins too. Ethereum, but I've been staying off the alts. Look at this thing, 62,985. I just don't see reversal coming any moment. So I've been buying BTC, right? Buy as much as I can on the dips. And that's all I can do. I mean, that's what I would do right now. And I should have taken the, should have, would have, whatever. But it would have been nice had I taken that short that I was about to take on the live and be up again on the, I was about to take that short. I'm on the 30-second chart. Why? Because I have to be. There's really, the 1 minute's even like moving so dumpy. So 62,250 coming for Bitcoin. Massive long squeeze. Someone was like, I see a big short squeeze coming, right? I hope. I didn't. Wednesday gave you Bitcoin target buy signal. Timing isn't instant. Do you remember anything? I don't, man. Thank you. I remember my own stuff. I'm doing my own zone. I don't listen to anybody else, man. God bless you, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, if I listened to everyone else, I wouldn't be a leader. I'd be a follower. All right. Wait for the CME gap to close, then we go. Then we good to go. Amen. Let's take a look at that CME gap too as well. Because, we all went over it. There it is. And looks like we're going to come and close the gap. 95% of gaps do get closed. And we're not there yet. We're on our way, though. We're getting closer and closer. I have no time for catching feelings. Amen. How long can this dump continue? We should wait for a trend reversal. Amen. Summertime shakeouts. Kim Alexander, just add it yourself. You and Sailor have been buying the dip. Just announced he is buying another $2 billion. I know, look at that, right? Would you look at that? And let's take a look at what the news is coming in on X. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. 28,400 on our way to 30,000 subscribers and counting. Japan stock market plunges 6%. Biggest drop since 2016. All right. So in August 2nd, the Japanese stock market experienced a significant downturn, with the Nike at 225 index dropping 5.8 and the Topix index falling 6.1. Its largest decline since June of 2016. The sharp fall was triggered by a combination of factors, including Wall Street losses, a stronger yen, and expectations of a further rate hikes by the Bank of Japan. The market's performance was also influenced by global economic concerns and weak U.S. economic data. The decline in Japanese stocks has raised concern about a potential global economic slowdown. You can see that there's something coming, right? Biggest crash for Japan's market since Black Monday of 1987. even though it said 16 though. Anyway, it's the biggest one-day drop though since Black Monday. I mean, Japan has issues too because they're declining in population, right? Which I believe also has an economic return. You know, just 2 days later, Japan's stomach has its biggest 2-day crash. Preview: whatever's the dumbest possible thing can happen is what will happen. 100% agreed. Sparking the next deflationary shockwave in Japan. Wow. So this is spreading throughout all the markets everywhere. You can see it. And it's a good time to stack some cash, honestly. And, you know, that's why I was even saying 2-3 weeks ago, stash some cash. Stash some cash. 62,840 for Bitcoin. Yeah. The DXY also taking a bit of a hit here. And then you have the CME gap all kind of coming together. My 30-second target, 62,226, looks like it's about to hit. The bearish retest. Do we have a strong enough divvy yet? Not happening. Eventually, you're going to get too far away from the 21 and the 200. You're going to have to make a move back. Join the 99 to be on time. We at the 4-hour 200 MA. Love you, Sammy. Love your spirituality. Love your outlook on life. Love your analysis. Don't let the trolls get to you. Your inspirational. What trolls? There's trolls? I didn't know there was trolls. Yeah. We at the 400 deflation. Yeah. If you're in the live, you're at the right place at the right time. Amen. Yeah. Can I get the 200 SMMA on Bybit app? I don't know what that means. Yeah. What's up with Uniswap? I don't know. What's up with it? Snuck in more gains. Shout out to Board Type Go, my man. Brett will hit $1 one day. You never know. Where's the 200 SMMA on Bybit app? Why are you asking me? I don't know. You have to add yourself. I think it's time we go back into the 40s. I've been skeptical of this bull trend for a while. I mean, if we lose the daily 200 MA, yes, then we will see a bigger dump. All the way at least down to 54,000 again. That's what I'm looking for now on the bigger time frames. But 62,000 is here. And, you know, we can see it. And once you lost the 200 MA on the 1 minute, even on the 5 minute right there, perfect trade to the downside. I need to get in your group. I want to trade as a job so I can get some freedom. God bless you. Amen. I learned so much from Sammy, Cup and Handle. Thank you, Sammy, Cup and Handy. MA indicators make 2 and change the settings to 22 and 21. Amen. Yep. Took my profits, didn't get greedy. I like it. Good for you, my friend. And to be honest, these markets will take a lot out of you. You ever go to bed feeling like your brain has just been fried like an egg? I do all the time, you know? It's like back and forth, up and down. The key is you can always make gains if you keep your level head and always have capital. That's the key. My retirement is going to be banging in a couple years, thanks to you, Sammy. Shout out to Billy Eatman. We love you, brother. Took profits on the short, but entered a smaller short. It'll be thanks to you, Billy. Yeah. Amen. Gonna buy the dip. It'd be a waste to miss this in scalp. Amen. Sam, it could be a bigger bear trap. What do you think? I don't think, honestly. I look at it one day at a time, one step at a time, one candle at a time. Right now, we're in a bear flag that wants to continue to the downside, and I got liquidity at 62,000, suggesting we go lower, but you never know. How would I change my story? I'd watch the 30-second now, even the 5-second for a break back above the 200 MA. Look, even the 5-second told you when to short right there at 64.8. You can use the 5-second, you know, the 5 second. So for us to even get somewhat bullish, the 5-second will regain the 2. Then the 30-second, then the 1 minute, and then we'll start to crawl our way back to the upside, but not until then. So until I see any of those things, I'm still bearish. So I see a bear flag that wants to continue further to the downside. I see no different. Now, if we break back above 63,360 and we make a bullish retest, then fine. Maybe we get back to the 200 MA on the 1 minute. Until then, no way. Yeah. If you look at the heat map, isn't the liquidity laying on top? No, I don't know if you guys know how to read the heat map, but right now a bar just came in at 59,000, 60,000. You can see Big Red just moved in at 60,000 now. I'm telling you right now, I see a massive dump coming for Bitcoin further down. Looks like that's going to go further to the downside. The trend is now your friend to dump on you. Right? Flip it upside down. If we were balling, we'd do this, right? You have to remember, now you got people panic selling and you have the liquidations. So you got it all happening at once. Man, too many people were super bullish. Like, we're just going to keep going. I'm like, and I looked at everybody. I was like, no. My man Kyle, again, cheerleading all the way to the upside. It's never going down. I mean, come on, man. I reckon, people getting too overly excited again. What did I say? I said, what have I been saying for 2 weeks now? Anybody remember what I said for 2 weeks? I want to see if anyone was listening to me. What was I saying for the last 2 weeks? No, I sold all my ton. I told you that. What did I say the last 2 weeks? I'm hearing anyone listens to me. I didn't flag anybody. My team did it. So don't tell me. See, I didn't do that. So Alejandro, I didn't do anything. You get it? I have a team. You could go talk to someone else. I didn't do it. You get it? I'm not annoyed. So many people tell me I'm doing something and I never did. And it happens on a daily basis. Anybody tell me what I've been saying for the last 2 weeks? No, I've been saying something specifically. Stack Tether, thank you. Stacking Tether, thank you. I've been stacking Tether. Amen. I love it that some people were listening to me. Caspian, Stop Hunter, Motto 11. I've been saying stack up cash. Exactly. You said stack up cash. Exactly. Thank you. Stack Tether, stack Tether, stack Tether. Amen. I took the NVDA call for the stream, the idea, and in the money. Let's go. I love you, man. Dry powder, bang. Heard that. You said stack Tether. Yeah. Anyway, I just life for dropping that knowledge. Anyway, you could see that there was going to be something brewing here in the market. It didn't look amazing. All right. And again, I'm still buying the fear, right? I'm still buying BTC at these levels. Remember, 57 in the greed. I mean, I like to get it into the shaded region, though. Looks like we may get lower. All right. And it's red on top of the market. Let's see if there's any strong movers compared to the rest of the market today. PayPal USD, obviously a stable. All the stable coins at the top. That's when you know the market's bad. When stable coins are the highest movers, it's bad. Tron holding compared to most of the market. But, overall bloodbath, could be worse. Not too bad, but, Fetch holding a buck. Phantom 39. Not coin. It still actually ain't too bad. AOIZ, one of the stronger coins in the last week, up 8% still. But everything else pretty much beat to the ground. Airweave, Jupiter. Did Jupiter hold above $1? Nope, 93. When Jupe's back above $1, we're strong. Sol back to 156, holding pretty strongly compared to what Bitcoin's been doing. But yeah, and Jasmy and, the usual suspects. Caspa, really the strongest coin in the game at the present moment in time. And you can see just everything, 19%, ZK Sync, Avo, even the newer coins, everything taking a beat down today. There's really no altcoin that's being spared. Saga, up 6.83%. Saga, the one altcoin, doing it. Even Caspa is weak now. Can someone explain why everything drops so much now, please? It's the global markets, man. Money getting, this liquidity being sucked out of the global market. Like, that's what's happening. All right. Now we're kind of making one of these, see? Let's see if we have some bullish divvy again. I mean, now you'd have the stronger bullish div. See how the RSI really wants to move up now? And now you got the downward trend, but it just, in a downtrend, that really won't give you much. It's likely we go lower down to 60,400. And now we're going to test 61.5, the level that we talked about earlier today. I would stay short because the market hasn't shown us that it's going to change direction. You see? If it breaks this high, that's the first thing that we can get. Until then, I just don't... The market has to show me that it can do something. And now it's in your favor to short the market. You get it? The trend is your friend until it's not. So the take profit would be 60,973. The stop loss would be 63,253. And then my BTC pair, which I don't want to be in. I just don't want to have to do the math if I don't have to. You know what I mean? I just want to drag and drop. But wow, we would hit the target. That short would have nailed it to the target. Look. I put that out. It would have been a perfect short. So crazy, man. It's like right around here. Let's start this short market for now. We came down 2G since the stream started. Yeah. You can see this is when they draw liquidity. Is between 10 and 12 o'clock almost every day. It's when the biggest... They draw liquidity all throughout different times, but in general, you'll see the biggest moves during these times. The problem is when things start to dump, people can't believe they're going to continue, and so they're bashful to short. And they keep longing, and the longs, you know, everyone keeps longing this and putting stop losses here, creating more liquidity to the downside. I also won 2 trades today. I'm like, do I want to push it on a Friday? 63,131. 194. We'll take the short. We'll see. But it's likely going to dump on us, right? Look, we're up 25 bucks really fast. And the key is to get that stop loss ready. When it dumps hard. Right? You can even move the stop like right there. Up, movement fast. $5 now. Up, no money now. Why do you guys make me trade so obsessively? There's days I just want a day off. I don't want to trade anymore. They keep me in a room and they whip me. And they're like, if you don't trade, you know. Like, Sammy, you have to trade. Come on, flush me, baby. I just want $100. I'll take 50. There we go. Let it run. Now the stop loss to break even. Look, we got $100. Sammy just wanted $100. That's all he needed. Look at that nasty short. Dump, you piece of garbage. When the market's dumping, it just pisses you off, right? It's just like, go dump. Just dump, you dumper. Dump it. Dump it. I'm up 159. I don't even want to make this money anymore. I'm sick of trading. I don't even want to win anymore. I'm done winning. I got gainitis, guys, and it sucks. I'm telling you right now, like, I can't stop making money. Like, I just can't stop. Like, I need to stop. Like, I'm really serious. Like, I know you guys think I'm messing around, but like, I need to stop. Like, I can't stop making gains every single time. Look, I sold the exact moment and it reversed. Like, how? How do I do it? I'm sick. There's something wrong with me. Like, I'm sick in the head, bro. I have a problem right now. It's called gainitis. I can't, every time I open up a trade, I win, so I can't stop trading. I want to stop. I mean, I know you guys think I'm joking. I'm not. Like, I need someone to come save me. Like, it's enough. Like, I have enough money now. I don't need to do this anymore. What is wrong with me? Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, and now that may be the reversal, right? You're sick in the head with gainitis. This guy, yeah, these people, it's called gainitis. Yeah. Complete freak. Trade now, defiance disorder. You might not need it, but we do. Give me some then. It's called winning mentality. If you want to start losing, take my trades. Oh, man. Donate those gains into the Lifer Fund, man. Where's the moon bags, man? Wrecked, I believe. I know, right? Huge gain for dumping the market, baby. You can start using less leverage. That is my goal one day. Sammy, can you check out Soul? If you stepped away for a week, I'd bet you'd miss it and be ready to come right back. I know. How about charity gainitis portfolio? All the gains for the week live. Go to your wife's charity or the one the lifers choose. That's actually pretty cool, man. My king's still going, man. Yo, shout out to my man. I love you, bro. Oh, you're long. I think you meant your long still going. Yeah. Your king's still going. Or maybe, I don't know. Can I show the channel that teaches how to lose? Render, you're funny, man. You're funny. I mean, that's a nice bullish divvy now. Wow, that was a nice red move, though. The king of the scalp. How to make 160 in 3 minutes. I mean, you don't have to be in the market a lot. Like, I've been in the market 20 minutes now. That was a wreck trade for Peoples, right? Should I sell my Bitcoin and Ethereum and buy it again where there's a trend reversal? A lot of people short Pepe. I need to sit down with a one-on-one with you. Jump on in. Hit the link. We got it. Shout out to the channel sponsors, Houdini Swap. You gotta love Houdini Swap, a place where you can swap any token back and forth easily, and you can do it privately if you want. Shout out to Houdini Swap. And look, that thing is going, wow, 592. It was 581, man. They are growing fast. They have every single chain, and you could swap amazingly. You gotta love Houdini Swap. It's gonna hit 600 soon. 600 million in volume on the way. Houdini, we love you. We appreciate you. And shout out to Houdini Swap. They do sponsor the channel, and we appreciate that. Your standard transaction is fast, but you can also make it private if you need that extra privacy. Swap or bridge between 4,000 tokens across multiple chains, and it's their best compliant privacy. If someone does something shady on an exchange and they send it over here, they will freeze it and work with the authorities immediately. So remember, this ain't your place. This is the place to do clean transactions the right way and just have your privacy. Shout out to Houdini Swap. We love you. We appreciate you for the constant support. We have a CME gap that looks like we may fill at that big green area, in case you're wondering, for Bitcoin. All right. We live trade here on this channel on a daily basis, every single day, all the time. We may make another live trade right now. It looks like the same trade may play out yet again to the downside. To me, it's just looking bearish. Like, it looks like you could make the same bearish trade, and this time it's like an M pattern that's gonna drop all the way to the downside. I could risk half of what I made already right back at it, like, 161, 124 for 410. I mean, that's a beautiful trade. Kind of making a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there. But I see, you know, now you're overbought on the stochastics and didn't get anywhere. Usually means you're going to go further to the downside. All right. Yeah. Would be nice if I could flash close sometimes. Why are you counter trading me? Don't counter trade the lifer. You're going against high stochastics now. Anyway, anything could happen though. Who knows? Who knows? I could be wrong 10% of the time. This might be the 10%. I'm just messing around. I'm messing around. If they can interact to help authorities, it's not really selected private. Who decides what fault was made? If SEC stand no citizens, will they just hand over the transaction history? I have. It's my model. Hey, I get it. I get it. I get it. I know what you're saying. See, now I understand that too. It's like, I have to. It's my model. Like, I just have to. Like, I don't have a choice. You know what I mean? If I had a choice, I'd do it, but I don't. I got a model now. My model told me what to do. I mean, you got an inverted head and shoulder here. So that tells me that it might be time to long. Can we catch turtle soup here? This would be amazing. Watch. Let's see if we can long this. It's an inverted head and shoulder. It is. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. I'm looking for that 30 second. They got the 1 second. I'm there trading that 1 second, Mom. So the 1 second broke above the 200 MA. Why am I on the 1 second today? It just seems like we have to be on it. Kind of a cup and handle here. 63,000. Imagine, this is how you trade the 1 second. You even have time. I mean, the 1 second. Once you start trading the 1 second, you can trade anything. And you just calm your mind down, and time seems to stop for you. You know, you just don't stress. You kind of preemptively set your trades. They're not going to be that much different because you're on the 1 second once you set it. You got to keep that 200 MA. If you lose the 200, no go. And then look, now you got this forming. Technically, that was the entry right there, right? Now you touch the 21. We should bounce off that. That's like a little flag that should pump you, right? No love, though. Now you got tight moving averages, which usually means you're going to make a move. Now you got a bigger measured move here. But it is a symmetrical triangle. Go either way. It could even dump all the way back down to here now. So now you're like, all right, that trend line needs to hold. If that trend line holds, then we got a bigger picture here. You just practice this, because once you're good at this, I'm just practicing. See, if you're good at this, then once you trade the 1 minute, it'll be easy for you. You get it, the 1 minute won't move half as quick as this. So you get good at doing this. Even if you don't take the trades, just practice this idea. Setting up the next trade. Because that's the only way you can take the trade, if you know the trade before you take the trade. Right? And just being calm about it. Like 63, 484. This is really the skill. It's funny. Once you understand technicals, this becomes the next skill. 63, 484. Look, I put the wrong thing in, so you have to remember what you're doing. And 62, 643. And again, that would be the next trade, possibly, right? We're gonna reverse this. That's gonna have to break out, right? And you almost have, look, you almost have an inverted head and shoulder, like a complex inverted. This breaks down, then it's just like, you know, no way. And then 62.8, right? It's all about the eights. We keep hitting 8 800, 62.8, 62.8. Can we get back above 63,000? And you can see this level here at 63 too. Right. We're right on the 4-hour 200 MA. Yeah, it looks like to me we're going to go lower because look at Big Red. I mean, Big Red's out here at 60,420. I mean, the data tells us that we're going to go lower. All right. Super Chat, ZIG, MSI, and IOU. Interesting. ZIG is a hot coin. And look, had we taken that 1 second, you'd be in the money now. Wow, look at that big pump. Kind of wanted to trade the 1 second just for fun right now. There it goes, man. At this point, you move the stop loss to break even and see how fast you can run this ride. And in this way, you could trade the weekly. The weekly will get tight and do these. All these same things you're seeing on the smaller time frames will happen on the bigger time frame. Yeah. If we were to bounce at these lows, could we get back to 65K real quick again? It's possible. Recession fears are high. Seeing 2.9 trillion being wiped today. Yeah. Ever heard of MVIS? No, I never heard of it. I'm riding it up, but doing Jasmine because I don't have enough to future BTC. Amen. 700K possible, but not 24 million. Yeah. This guy says you are wrong. Bitcoin's going up. I don't know. I mean, we're in a long. Technically, we're watching a long, so I don't know how that's wrong, but I don't know. Bring it down. That's money for the LMM, right? Is that the money printer? In a way, it could be. If you see it on the 1 minute. You can't really see the money printer on the 1 second, though. That thing's going to go to the target now. Perfect trade. Look at that. So crazy. Thoughts on hamster combat? I think it's all right. It's good for Bitcoin to go down for now. Everything is possible. I know nothing but the fact about ignorance. How could I be wrong or right? You know, I don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. I just show you the probabilities. That's it. I have no clue. Right? Look, that would have got stopped out, but look, that's why I zoomed into the smaller time frame. See how much information I got from the 1 second chart? Even though we were overbought on the 1 minute. But look, the inverted head and shoulder did break out. Remember when I said it's an inverted head and shoulder? It did break to the upside. 68% of the time, you got somewhat of the measured move there. And they're just jumping in. We were trading the 1 second chart, showing you how the tight moving averages in the break above the 200 MA right there. Boom. Just like you trade the 1 minute, same story, morning glory. Back to 63,200 from the low at about 62.4 for Bitcoin. Say it, Sammy. Scalping on the 1 second. You're insane. Hey. Honestly, to me, it seems it's more insane. People repeat that it's insane, but if you actually do it, it's not that insane. It's actually pretty calm, cool, and collected, right? I mean, that wasn't that hard. I could have taken the trade. It was all set up for us. I'd be up right now already. I'd be up like $100 already. Let's take a look at Zig Coin Super Chats for Zig. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for the Super Chats. We appreciate you guys keeping the wood stove burning here. So Zig's been hot compared to the rest of the market. It pumped up beautifully. And now it's coming back down. But I mean, above the 200 MA, Zig is actually in a strong uptrend. Right? It's got this rounded top on the 4-hour time frame. So I'll delete everything again and take a look. But what I see for Zig is similar to Bitcoin, right? Like, it seems to, or it's in an uptrend. Not similar, it's better than Bitcoin technically, but it's in an uptrend, right? It's just how Bitcoin's rolling over at the front end, right? So like you're looking for this to kind of come down. But you don't want to lose the trend line and just get tight. See, if you lose this bearish retest, then Zig's coming back down to 7. A chance though, this could just be a good buy zone for Zig, and Zig makes a massive move up. Whatever's happening with Zig, it's still forming an uptrend and it's still bullish. All right. I took the short, I made gains. Then I took your long and I'm in gains again. Amazing. The gains are huge right now. I just saw it pop hard. It's about to hit the target. That looks like it may continue there too. To the upside. That's a nice little flag there. Damn, I wish I had taken that. So man, I didn't take the massive short down today. I hesitated twice today on 2 trades, and I would have made massive gains either way. It's just, you lose every trade you don't pull the trigger on, man. Dang, it hurts me sometimes when I don't do it. Hammer on the 1 hour. The long just got stopped out if I had by a few points. Hey Sam, do I need? No, you do not. WEEX is wonderful. That's the thing about WEEX. It's carefree, man. Jump on in and start trading today. No problems, no issues with WEEX. Also use my link. So if you have any problems, a frozen fund, a withdrawal, some issue not going your way, we reach out to the head VP immediately and say, hey, one of our lifers is having an issue, and they take care of you like you're me. Remember, don't go alone out here with these exchanges. Use my weight and my reputation behind you. Use that WEEX link and join my campaign. I'm telling you, it's going to benefit you more than it, you know what I mean? I do get a commission, so it's great. We both benefit, but it will help you out drastically. All right? Drink water, man. You're too nervous over here. Why WEEX and not WEEX? You're funny, man. I don't know what he's saying. Do you ever go out? We do give out free Discords all the time. Yep, it happens. That one didn't make it. But man, had I made that trade right there, I'd be so happy with that. What a beautiful pump to the upside. And you can learn so much about TA on the smaller time frame. Like, look, we just learned a lot on the 1 second. I didn't think we'd be on the 1 second today. I never planned on that. So now I could wait for my model. I wait for the 1 minute to break the 200 again. You're too far from the 21, so now you know this has to come back. Make the cup and handle. See if it can hold. Now you could possibly draw, you know, a fib 2, but just really touching the 21 and see if you can continue. We don't know exactly how it's going to do it, but we know it will likely do it. You can start setting up your trades there with a stop loss below the point of control. So I'd like to get to 63,969. My stop loss may be at 62,812. All right. But the 21 looms. You got to come back to it and then maybe pump back to the 200 in the SMMA. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 1,241 people. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Did I not dance enough for you? Did I not do enough impressions? Did I not make enough jokes? You know, my Spanish friends, they like it when I use the word mucho. It means a lot to them. Stop hunting. Swing break. 786 retracement. You're in short, Sam. I'm not in any trade right now at all. Actually looking to take a long out of this cup and handle if it plays out as such. Okay, trade stopped out. Mucho gusto. Funny, right? I'm the first one who called long. Shout out to Ash Rahman. That's my wife's last name. God bless you, brother. Sam, what's your system when the whole thing's below the 200 MA? I don't know what you're saying, but yeah. Mucho gainitis. Yeah. I think Ash. I don't know. Best software for a noob trader. I just want to be able to slide my stop loss and take profit. WEEX, baby, WEEX. Jump on in and join the campaign today. We have a link right here. We make it simple. Join the trading group right here too. CryptoLifer.com. Hit the link and it will take you to CryptoLifer.com. Jump on into the website. Join today. Join today. The guy that hasn't taken a day off since February of 2021. And we have so many people in the trading group pushing forward every single day, keeping you disciplined, keeping you focused. We have an entire class that people charge like $2 to $3 grand for free, you know, basically not for free, but for the 99. If you join the 99, you're going to get so much more than 99, in my humble opinion. I think it'll blow your mind. So I'd get excited if I were you the day you join my trading group, because so much is going to come at you. It's time, baby. It's time. Wow. So we went to, it's been a most volatile day. So let's kind of go over what happened. We pumped all the way to 65.5, the weekly support of resistance, lost it, got a secondary pump to 65, lost it, and then got sloshed and slaughtered all the way down to 62,000. Well, we may have found our daily reversal here, and now we're looking for that Sammy cup and handy move back to the upside for Bitcoin from that first higher low after the dump. And, you know, there's a chance maybe we start to get a reversal here for BTC. We traded long. We traded two longs this morning. Then I traded a short on the live. Do we go long again now back to the upside? 21 curving to the upside suggests that we may. Well, now it's like not a great risk reward ratio. Look how much that changes the trade. It's a 4-to-1. Now it's a 1.8-to-1. Like, and there it is starting to pump. The reversal doing what it's supposed to do. That 5-minute loss to 200, and that was it. Down. Wow, 63.3 all the way from 63.174. Getting the pump for Bitcoin here. And again, this is like a 1-to-1. 47. I never take 1-to-1s ever. The other day, a friend was like, take a 1-to-1. I'm like, eh. He's like, with your hit rate, why not? You know? Technically, we'd be lower now. This should pump up to the 200 with the curving move. It's almost a shoulder, kind of a head and a right shoulder. I see that pumping to close the gap to the 200 MA. Tight moving averages getting, and that's how reversals happen here. Looks a lot like a reversal. And we've seen them many times in a really strong bullish div. Look how strong of the uptrend goes, and then you have the downtrend here, and then you start to continue, right? 63,400 for Bitcoin, getting the move back to the upside for sure. We can see that. I wanted to enter right there. I wanted it to get closer to the 21 before I entered the trade, though. I've been so sally today. I've been like slacking. And there it goes, man. I've been gains already. Maybe I'm here to help other one make gains today, and it's not for me. I kind of just need a break, man. I really do. From putting myself out there every 5 seconds. Like any moment I can lose. People don't realize, like any moment I can lose a trade. Sammy, is your class first timers? It's a great for first timers. Yes, jump on in today. Join the class, $150. There's the QR code right there. Don't play yourself. If you think you got a lot from the stream, then hit the link right there and jump on into class the last Saturday of every month. So it's coming up in a while at the end of the month, you know. I waited for this all week. You're funny, man. Sam, you've made me close to 1,800 today. It's okay. Yeah, I've been watching your stream for a few days, sir. You are the GOAT. Don't know why. You are so underrated. I don't think I'm underrated, honestly. Yeah, this is one of the biggest streams in all of crypto. Like, not many people are getting 1,000 people on their live stream. So I don't think, actually, we're not underrated at all. Yeah. We're actually highly rated. And everybody knew who I was when I was at Bitcoin conference. Either you knew who I was or you kind of like knew me, but you didn't want to know me. You know what I mean? But you knew me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think I'm underrated, honestly. I think I'm highly rated. Yeah. I didn't even know that there was low time frame strategies were a thing. Thank you, man. Anytime, man. Watch it with my two boys. They're loving it. Shout out to Timmy313. Sammy, please tell me what indicators you use on WEEX. Same things. All the same stuff here. Yeah. All the same stuff. So now you're looking for like a flag here too. But wow, this thing's about to just squeeze the shorts hard. And now you're getting a short squeeze on BOOKMAP too as well. To the upside. They know, but you know, it's funny. You could get so much and still want more. Like you could make over 10K a day, 12K a day and still want more. You know what I mean? I don't understand why. It's like, is 10K enough? Is 12K enough? Is 20K enough? It's never enough, I guess. You always want a little more. Can you always squeeze out a more? Highly recommended and highly rated. Shout out to Dude Tang. Thank you. Seems like an exact repeat of price action from yesterday. Sam, please tell me how you drop and drag the stop loss on WEEX. It just does it for you once you've set it up. So set up your stop loss, right? Get everything ready. Like here, we want to see this make a flag again, right? We missed that first pump, but we might get another one. So you go here, you take your long position. You hit long, right? Your take profit's going to be 64,542. Your stop loss is going to be 62,979, where the red is. See, it's in the red and the green. 62,979. And then you find out like what level you want to be at. Make sure you click on that. 64,542, 62,949. And you can see I'm risking 51 for 160. I'd hit the trade. When I do that, they're going to show up right there. And then I can move them as I want. You know, just like you can move this. It's going to move just like that. But you're going to click on the picture. That's all. We actually may make this trade on WEEX right here. We're on WEEX.com. And I'm showing you how we're going to make this trade. We got 856 in margin. 77x leverage. Pretty high levy. But still, it's all about the risk. Risking $55 for 174 is a great risk-reward ratio, right? And you can see we're kind of making this step up to the upside here, like we're making the gain. And if you lose 55, you lose 55, or you make the gain, right? So look, I'll open this long bullish, all right? And again, did it limit in? If it didn't limit in, right, you can raise the order to get the limit to catch, right? You got to be above price action. Now I'm chasing and I'm ruining, like, see, these little moves that we're making is not what you want to do. So this is why I mainly market, because I don't have time for these games. You know, I'm in and out. So like, and again, I forgot this isn't set up like I normally use it on WEEX, on MEXC, right? So, but 64,557. And stop loss is going to be 62,994, right? Marketing will cost you more. Now the risk-reward ratio ain't as good because we're higher than we were before, you see? It's almost like a rising wedge that could break out parabolically. Really go back after these shorts now and just liquidate. There's the less people in the market, so they're just kind of going through the ranges in the summer traders. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be one of those people that gets wrecked every single day, right? That's a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. We're back in action here. Then I wait out the trade. I want to see a bounce here or buy into green, buy into the red. But my first day trading after vacation today, made 4 setups, but was hesitant and wanted to know if I still got it. You think this is all right? Some days to check yourself. It depends, man, but you got to make a trade eventually. The job cuts are the least of the interest problems. I was talking to the group 2 weeks ago about problems with the intel on the market. Had no idea about yet. Do demo trading. Semi short the bear flag. You know what I mean? Would you go over how to get the MACD and RSI on the bottom on WEEX? Read the book, brother. Guaranteed it'll change your daughter's lives. I believe in that as much as you believe in TA. Thank you, Billy. I have a hard time reading, Billy. I brought the book to the beach 2 or 3 times, forgot about it, lost it. I haven't seen it since. I'm being honest with you. I've tried to read it numerous times. Like, I have never read books, bro. It's been over 10 years since I read a book. I know that sounds horrible, right? Not 10 years, like 6, 7 years. I read Think and Grow Rich. I read like these billionaire books to help me. Then I got into the market and I've been reading the charts ever since, man. I don't read books. I read the charts. So I got to really sit down, but I have a hard attention span. I fall asleep every time I read a book. And I truly want to read the book. It's the only thing I want to do, and I simply just don't. It's sad, right? I want to do it for you too, though, Billy, and that's why I'm telling on myself. Otherwise, I would just think, yeah, I'm going to read the book. But I'm being honest. Like, I haven't looked, like, I brought it to the beach 3 times thinking I would read it. Never did it. I move around too much at the beach and bloody love the show. Watch every day. Where do I get BOOKMAP? BOOKMAP is in the link in the description of my videos. Yeah. So I'm going to trade this wedge. Looks like it's going to break out to the upside on WEEX. And then you ask me, so you can just grab the stop loss and move it. See? And it's going to say operated successfully. You can do the same thing with this. You can move it up or down. And you're just going to get operated successfully there. It's going to track the trade right there and boom. So I just made a trade. Stop loss was sitting at about, what, 63,436. Take profits at 64,600. Looking for this rising wedge to break to the upside and go towards the 200 MA. After we had the inverted head and shoulder and the bounce. 21 near price action too as well. We're up $4 really fast. Already up $5-6. We'll see what happens. This is WEEX.com. Jump on into WEEX today. We have a campaign running. It's awesome. You can use the app to read the book out loud for you if it's a digital book. I'm going to have to do that. It takes me 2 months to read one book. Yeah, it's so sad. Hey there, remember me. You guys are funny. When you withdraw cash to avoid all the fees, where are you going to do the car? I'm using Coinbase and I'm getting constantly robbed. No, it's not true. If you go to Coinbase and sell from TRDE USDC and then convert USDC to USD, you will pay no fees. Yeah. Have thoughts of selling everything to buy lower usually means the bottom is close. I pass out trying to read too. Audiobooks are cool though. Amen. Yeah, I'm going to have to get the audiobook. Sammy. And I feel bad, Billy, because I want to read the book for you and for my daughters. I really do. I'm being honest. Like, I don't want to be the guy that doesn't do that. I know it's important, and I think I'm going to learn so much from the book. I know I'm going to learn so much from the book. So I don't want to be stubborn about that. All right. Starting to form an ascending triangle here that could really get us busy to the upside. I like what I'm forming. Let's get the pump, baby. Let's take this WEEX account to the next level. We live trade all day long here. It never stops. I only read Where's Waldo. Yeah, exactly. It's only reversal for today. It seems like it's going to dip lower on the longer time charts. Agreed. We're just trying to get a pump here. In and out, baby. In and out. 11:55, 90 degrees, mostly sunny here in beautiful Sarasota, Florida. Doesn't Coinbase make fees for USDC as well? Isn't that weird how everyone has nearly the same issue with books now? Wasn't that way 15 years ago? Almost like it's on purpose. If Bitcoin dumps again, all coins will be lower. You never know, right? I do read a lot, though. Like online. I read a lot online. I don't read the books. I do read a lot online. I study, like, people, I study life, Wikipedia, biology, but I should read more. I really should. My dad was an avid reader. He didn't start reading until his late 40s, though. I read the entire Bible. That was one of the few books I've read. Me too. I read the Quran, too. I didn't get through the Kabbalah yet. You have to take my education at Lightspeed, Sam. We're so lucky to have you. I love it, Corey Upton. I appreciate that you said that. I'm doing what I can to do it for you, to get you on that next level, to push you to the next limit. Sammy Cup and Hattie. How did he already make 9%? The kid is good. Look at that green candle popping to the upside there. It's like, how does he know when the market's going to move? Wow, up $20 on this little itty bitty account. WEEX, baby, WEEX. WEEX me, baby, WEEX me. I'll take 30%. I'll take 50%. I'll take 14. Dude, I'll take 50% all day. All day. Oh, 10 that fast. The volatile markets. Any clue on why crypto is crashing? The whole world is crashing. Yeah. Sammy, thoughts on liquidation heat map website? Is it a good alternative to BOOKMAP? I think they both work good. I use BOOKMAP. Yeah. When is your weekly update? It will come right now at the end of the stream. I'll be doing it right now to come out somewhere between 3 and 4 o'clock. Yep. But I will be ending the stream about now, and then I'll be jumping on into my weekly update. The weekly update is the hardest video for me to put out as a person because it just takes a lot. It takes a lot out of me, you know. And Master Friend may have caught that bottle, man. Congratulations, buddy. Inverted head and shoulder. I'm with you on the long now. Let's see if we can take it down all the way to the upside. Hey, we're up more than we've ever been in the trade now. I'll take 15, 16%. 17% all day long on WEEX. I'll take 17% on a low volume Friday any day of the week, baby. Actually, not any day, but definitely on a Friday. But I take it any day of the week. Let's go, baby. WEEX, man. Doing it right. Running the campaign properly. Hooking up the lifers. And we are bombarding the media with it. But when I do something, I want to do it right. Like, if we're going to have a campaign, let's hit it. Let's hit it hard. You know what I mean? Let's hit it hard. Let's go harder than we've ever done. Ah, man. Red candle immediately with the sell-off. Some bearish divvy there. It took us all our gains away. At this point, the Supreme Master Friend, he knows because of Ash. WEEX is really great. Yeah. Thank you. The Friday macro update is a much watch, especially on days like today. Yeah, I've taken a 40K daily loss in Forex. That's so whack. Why would you lose $40,000 in a day? I get pissed off when I hear stuff like that. I usually don't get pissed because I just, like, come on, man. We're all the common folk trying to make it here. And if you lose 40K a day, how are you going to make it? You're not going to be able to, like that. You can't be doing that. That's not proper risk management. Unless you got so much money that it's okay. But that stinks, man. That really stinks. Yeah. Sam Bearflag, can you link, please? Yeah. Rising wedges, 68%. Oh, yeah, no, but he's kind of right. Bitcoin Live Trader, he said, yeah, I usually do post it when I do the gains. 100%. Close the trade, yeah. I just wasn't even thinking. I was just happy that WEEX was up 18% at the moment. I don't think of everything at the moment, but you're right. You're right. I usually do that. 99.9. That was probably the only times I've ever done that, so it's all good. And look what happens. You always get smacked for it, see? Yeah. His account is $4 billion. It's cool, right? Dude, let's go grab lunch in Florida. You moved to my state. Hey, man. Hey, Sammy, what's the name of the retirement crypto platform you spoke of the other day? iTrust Capital. Jump on into iTrust Capital today and get yourself moving. Buy and sell cryptocurrency, gold and silver with your IRA only in iTrust Capital, right? You can do that tax-free inside of a tax-free account, and then you move those funds later on. You know, it's pretty awesome. So iTrust Capital, the place to be. And I love them. They are a sponsor of the channel. And the more you learn about iTrust Capital, the more you'll be pleased. They're regulated, redundancy when it comes to, and when you end iTrust Capital, they'll send you the actual cryptocurrency. Like, you can leave with Bitcoin. You don't have to go in like kind back to dollars, like with an ETF. Also, the ETF closes on the weekends, like the Gap and the CME. There's no gap here, meaning you'll have access to Bitcoin 24/7 and all the prices. Like, if tomorrow we get a nasty dump, you'll have access to that price. Can't do that in the ETF, so I really think it's better than the ETF, in my humble opinion. I plan to open a Roth IRA for my mom. Yes, we do. Hit the QR code. See the QR code right there? Yeah, it will be awesome. Hit the QR code right there on the far right, and that will take you right to the link through my affiliate. And I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Should we continue the long? I don't know. Should you? Nah, it looks pretty whack to me now. We broke structure, right? We had a beautiful little pennant. We broke structure. Now it's like, and then you lose the 21. Now you're probably dumped down. You can always move the stop up a little bit if you don't want to lose a lot. You can control that. Very simple and easy here on WEEX. Wanted to close that gap up to the 200. We still might. One lower high there. One higher low. Low, high, higher, low, and bounce. I mean, just let it wiggle, man. Looks like we got some time. But you never know. But that could be, look, there's the cup. That's the handle. Back to the upside. I can imagine the stress and suffering watching that. I'm kind of in the shoes right now. I'm freaking bull flag needs to hold. Else I am fed. Wow. What song is playing now? I don't know. Sam, the only opinions when selling on Coinbase are USD and USDC. Where does Tether come into play to avoid the fees? You can sell Tether for USD. But when I sell USDC for USD, there's no fees, man. You're getting fees to USD? I don't get fees to USD. When I sell from Coinbase from USDC to USD, there's no fees. I don't know. Maybe you're doing something wrong. Or maybe I'm like a blessed person. I don't know. Like I get special treatment, but I don't think so. Yeah. Pretty simple. I'll verify for you. Maybe they've changed their fee structure since then. But I'm pretty sure they did not. Nice little bounce there on that green, showing some signs of life here. Become a member on Coinbase and get the fee waived. Yeah, but I don't even think you need to do that. Like if you're going to sell USDC, my ass, say you're going to sell USDC, right? So right there, you're going to sell USDC to USDT. Look, total, no fees. No fees at all. I just want to make sure I'm not like showing you guys anything I shouldn't be showing you. But look, right there, there's no fees. Sell 1,025 USDC. Right? It's priced at $1 right now, even. And I'll get 1,025, 51 cents. And USD, and it says no fees right there. Yeah. Yes, we got the pump, baby, to the upside. Look at that. And now we're in the gains again. In gains again. Again. Never to be seen again. Wasn't that funny? Never to be seen again. He fell in a pile of gains. Never to be seen again. I love that. That made me laugh hard yesterday. Like, never to be seen again. The Adventures of Crypto Lifer. All right. Convert USDT to USDC. Exactly. I used to sell on MEXC, then transfer to Coinbase, then close my account after cashing out 150K. I used to sell on MEXC, then transfer to Coinbase. I wouldn't send from an exchange to an exchange. I would send from exchanges to hardware wallets too. You know what I mean? You know? Exchanges don't love when like you're connecting exchanges to exchanges. I found that. And they can figure it out over time. So I was always just, keep yourself, have your own hardware wallet. Yeah, Also keep money on, if you're going to do that, you got to keep money. Like I keep, you got to keep a couple $100,000 on Coinbase. And that's why if you unload $100,000, hopefully he keeps $100,000 here. But if you're just unloading and not leaving anything there, I don't know. Did that really happen, Jenny? Are you lying? I mean, I shouldn't say that. You're probably not lying, but, exchange to exchange, yeah, for certain. It happened to me. The whole pump looks like a bear flag. Also looks double topish. Yeah. There's something unexpected waiting to happen always. There's always something unexpected waiting to happen. That's life. It's called life. Still in the long. No reason to jump on out yet. Scalp long up to the 200 MA. That's what we want to see. The move to the 200. We flip the 200, then we may have called the daily bottom all the way to the upside here. There's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. There is. 63.5 holding right now for BTC. Didn't want to unload and have them lock my account. You didn't want to unload. Then transferred it. They closed my... Didn't want to unload. I'm so confused. Wow. I would have seen around it to get scared out. It closed above 64.6 of the daily to continue bullish. Interesting. What's a TNC? I mean, I don't know, man. I've never heard of that. The only real thing in life is unexpected. Yep. Everything else is just an illusion. Amen. Terms and conditions. Interesting. At least I lowered my liquidation mark to 24. Goodbye. I'm going for a night out in Thailand. Be careful, my friend. Looks like a rounded top to me. Me too. That's a double top right there. About to dump on your face. The 1 hour doesn't look too good. Looks like I may get stopped out of this trade. And I'm going to leave the markets alone for the day and give my mind a break, man. I feel like I've overtraded a little bit the last few days, and I want to give myself a moment just to breathe. I feel there's so much pressure on me to deliver every single day in the trade. You know, I just want to, the momentum, and you want to live up to yesterday, and eventually, like, it gets to be where you don't, everything just keeps coming. Genuine question, Sam, is you often say you like to trade the break at the 200 MA with low stokes. How about when the price is between the 200? How do you know when to long? How do you look at the stocks? Supportive resistance, man. Like, you know what I mean? So much other stuff comes into play. Yeah. Oh, suck it up, Buttercup. Thank you. Only thing guaranteed in life is nothing is guaranteed. Amen. Hey, Lifer, what does this macro information mean? Can you explain? I'll explain if you watch my weekly macro analysis in about a couple hours. All right. You can pay for the Lifer at 99 in crypto if you want. Email cryptolifers@gmail to jump on in. All right. And shout out to our last channel sponsor, Decrypted.tax, where you can get your taxes done easily, affordably, and simply. Also get yourself a tax attorney inside of this relationship. You can't get that anywhere else. Double up and get your taxes done professionally. All right. All right, everybody. I'm going to jump on out of here for the day. 63,280 for Bitcoin. And there's more liquidity to the downside. It looks like we're going lower. 61K, it now suggests. You can see that there's just way more liquidity below us than above us. But things have dried up too. The volume got very, very tight. And things are just like barely moving right now on this Friday afternoon. I'll be back with your weekly technical analysis. We're going to go over the macros for Bitcoin. You know, we're going to go over S&P futures. You name it. We're going to do it. NASDAQ, Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance, the DXY. Heck, we're going to give a look at the Japanese yen. Why not? Because there's something going on there as well. We're going to give you all the information you need to see the market in a bigger picture coming at you not too long from now. So everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to jump on. I think there's one more super chat I have to do before I run out of here for my obligatory. Can you look at Zcash? Yes. What's the target on the downside for Link? MACD and RSI. How to add it on WEEX? Very simply, you asked how to add it on WEEX. It's simple. You just go up here to this indicator line and type in MACD. hit MACD, type in RSI, and I would add relative strength and the stochastics. I use just these. I don't really use the MACD. I just use the RSI and the stochastics RSI. All right. Still could be that beautiful cup and handle with the higher low to the upside. Everything's still looking pretty good. As long as Bitcoin keeps above that low, we could pump. And you're inside this little cup and handle here that could still do damage. Damage cheese to the upside for Bitcoin. You never know. All right. What's the downside target for Link? I mean, probably $8 or $9. That was that lower area. And someone asked about Zcash. Zcash looked money compared to the rest of the market, like it was in a bit of an uptrend. Remember, when Bitcoin slumps, everything slumps. Wow, Zcash dumped and then came back inside the pattern. So Zcash is still bullish. Like, you know, it's back. It's still inside the pattern. So the trade is you know, we never got stopped out. So the trade's just kind of right there. At one point it was up, then it went down. Now you're back at break even. It tells you not to leave the trade. The trade is still valid. If Bitcoin goes sideways and gets the pump, then Zcash is still valid. There's nothing has changed with this trade. So Zcash still looks like it could make the move. Up 34%. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. I'll be back tomorrow morning for a quick update. And yeah, the Olympics, sailing is in the Olympics now. I like sailing, man. That's awesome. Everybody, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you in the trading group. May God bless. Thank you so much for your most precious asset, which is your time. May God bless you all. Thank you.